Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And I want to talk to you about Sha'carri Richardson for a second, because now the Olympics have a quote unquote s- a month ban on Sha'carri Richardson because she had a failed drug test, all because she had marijuana in her system. This young lady been through a lot, and just recently, the reporter just told her that her biological mother has passed away. I mean, I mean, it's bad enough she's trying to compete, running track. Supposedly running track in this year's Olympics, but now it's not going to happen. Um, Let me say this, and and I know some thinks that marijuana is illegal and blah blah blah. It's legal in Oregon. It's legal here in New Mexico. It's officially legal now here in New Mexico. Recreational marijuana and medical marijuana here in New Mexico. But that's beside the point. That's on another topic. Ever since, and I'm just gonna keep it real to y'all. The Olympics have decided to tell the Olympic competitors, Black Olympic competitors, that if you get caught wearing a Black Lives Matter T-shirt, you'll be disqualified or possibly banned from even competing with the Olympics. Now you mess with a bright young lady, Sha'carri Richardson, who's very bright, who's going to be a major track star, and possibly if she would competed this year, she would probably broke every Olympic records. And she's that good. Really, she could be she's gonna be excellent if she would have been, running this year's election. Um, I'm just very disappointed on how the Olympic Committee can tell one athlete to another that you can't do this or you can't do that. And they said that Sha'Carri violated the Olympic rules because she failed a drug test because she has marijuana in her system. But it's sad. It's sad, y'all, that this young lady who could have been the greatest, track star ever, now all of a sudden she's not going to be participating in the Olympics this year, all because of a failed drug test. She could be the next. Who knows? It's sad. It's sad that every time every competitor is doing is try to run track or everything else. Every time they try to do well, think bad things like this happen. But y'all, she could be the next female Usain Bolt. That's how fast this girl is. She could be the female version of Usain Bolt. But see, this situation is really showing you how the Olympics can grounded athletes or competitors because of their greatness. Sha'Carri been through a lot. Her mother just passed away, and now she couldn't compete this year because of her that she failed her test. It's just ridiculous, y'all. And I'm just shaking my head right now that 2021 this year is supposed to be the Olympics. And you know what? Thanks to COVID, the Olympics was supposed to be last year, but they decided to do it this year, because they really opened up everything. But I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all. Sha'Carri don't deserve this. She doesn't. and all of a sudden now they want to ban her for a month because of a failed drug test. Now, and I'm getting racial for a second. If that person was a white person, would they be in the same treatment? Would it be a big deal? Because again, if she would have run, I mean, if she would have compete, she would have broke every Olympic record ever. She could be the next Allison Felix. That's how fast this girl really is. She's that good, and so it's sad, y'all. I mean, it's really sad and hurting to see a promising young lady won't be able to compete in the Olympics this year because of a failed drug test. Now probably the media gonna be all over this. She was interviewed, and I want you guys to check out my Instagram. She was interviewed on a Today Show, I believe, this morning, and she just explained herself what's going on, and she just found out by a reporter, a local reporter, that her biological mother passed away. You know, it's sad that you have a reporter let you know that your biological mother passed away. I mean, and prepare yourself for the biggest event of her life, of her career, and now all of a sudden, her mother passed away. For people, I mean, family. You know, it's sad that we're living in a time that they can judge you because you have marijuana in your system and now you broke the rules. And really, she didn't do anything wrong. Sha'carri didn't do anything wrong. And again, she it's legal in Oregon of marijuana. It's like it's now officially be legal here in New Mexico when it comes to recreational marijuana. But at the end of the day, they claim that she quote unquote violated the Olympic rules. And just like the Olympic competitors could not wear any BLM or Black Lives Matter paraphernalia in on while doing their tracking or whatever, because they've been banned with that. So it shows you they're trying to crack down on all them black competitors in the Olympics. It's sad. And I would like to ask you guys a question. Would you watch the Olympics this year? Because of the BLM, ban if someone get caught wearing it. And now the Sha'carri Richardson will not be participating in this year's Olympics because of a failed drug test because she has marijuana in her system. Would you basically continue to watch the Olympics? You know, I wouldn't. I'm not going to watch it this year. I mean, normally I watch the Olympics and everything else, but this year, after all the stuff the Olympic Committee is doing, has changed in the rules. People cannot wear what they want to wear or hairstyle. I mean, they can't even wear a hairstyle they want them to wear. They changed the rules now, and it's basically sad that this is happening. But yeah, I'm not watching the Olympics this year. I wouldn't. I'm not going to do it. I mean, everybody has their own preference. Excuse me. Everybody has their own preference. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be watching the Olympics if they trying to change the rules like they're doing. First, they will not allow competitors wearing Black Lives Matter or any, you know, people that have been involved in police involved shootings like the Eric Gardner, the Trayvon Martin, even the George Floyd search. They would not even allow that on the Olympics. And now the Sha'carri Richardson situation. No. Mm-mm. So I don't know about you guys. If y'all want to watch the Olympics, that's on you guys. But I'm talking about me. I'm not watching it this year. And normally I'll be watching it like every couple of years. The Olympics coming out, I've been watching it. But this year, I refuse to watch it after all the rules that the Olympic Committee has done to athletes. I'm not doing it. So that's why and that's all I'm gonna say, you guys, about this situation. Feel free to even comment on here, because I'm right now I'm basically streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, I'm on Haps TV, and I'm letting you know what is my reaction to the Sha'carri Richardson situation. I'm Team Sha'carri. I'm supporting her 100%. And again, she's a great young talent. And it's like the Olympics are trying to shut down these young talent for some reason. I mean, they said she violated the rules, and all of a sudden there's other people that had drugs in their system, and they didn't do anything about it with them. But that's another story for another time. But I'm just really disappointed of this Olympics this year. I really am, because when I saw Sha'carri run, she reminds me of Alex and Felix. She's like the female version of Hussein Bolt. That's how fast this girl is. And now all of a sudden she's gonna be grounded because of a marijuana in her system, or the weed, because of weed in her system. This is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And they said that weed will make a person faster. Weed will not make nobody faster. You can just cut that out right now. Marijuana would not make anybody faster. It just shows you that with a talent like that, they just do not want her to win. They just not by any means necessary, because they know if Sha'carri would have, like I told you, if Sha'carri would have run in this year's Olympics, she would have broke every record we could think of. She would break every record. But this shows you they would do anything to shut down, um, basically shut her down, and that's one of them. That's one of them. So, um, I'm like I said, Sha'carri, keep your head up. If you ever watch my live, you ever watch the archives of this live stream, I would like to let you know. Keep your head up, sister. Don't let the haters get you down. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing best. That's run, sister, run. Because everybody was going to say that Sha'carri broke the rules and everything else, will try to tear that sister down. But I'm gonna tell you something. Keep doing what you're doing. Let these haters talk, because there's gonna be some haters that are gonna keep running their mouths, flapping their gums. Do what you do best. Break. If you ever gonna run the Olympics, I hope you can run the Olympics again soon to break major records. Because I believe if she would have run in this year's Olympics, she could be breaking every record it ever had. She's the next Alex and Felix in the female version of Usain Bolt. This girl got speed. As they say, speed kills. Yeah, speed really kills when it comes to her. So, y'all, that's all I have to say about this. Leave a comment on YouTube if you have archives and everything else. Um, it's a sad day. It's a really, really sad day that this young lady will not be participating in this year's Olympics. This is a really sad day, because she is that good. She could break. I'm saying she could break records, and all of a sudden, the Olympics is doing this to her. Let me know what y'all think, y'all. Leave a comment on Haps TV, or leave a comment on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and even Instagram for your reaction to the Sha'carri Richardson situation. I'm just upset about this. Y'all let me know what you think. I'm gone, guys. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.